Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to Kadet Sports TV, your home for all of your favorite Kadet sporting events. Now today we have the third round of Colorado 5A girls basketball playoffs between the 23-0 Air Academy Kadets and the 16-8 Northridge Grizzlies.
What's up, everybody? My name's Amaya, and I'm joined with Bryce. We have both been a part of Air Academy girls basketball program for about the past 4 years now, whether we were playing or managing. We know all the ins and outs about this team, so you picked a great live stream to join for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, my name is Bryce Koss. I'm joined by Amaya, and today, let's just get into it. Let's get into some of the significance of this game. So, like we said, third round of girls basketball playoffs, and whoever wins this is going to get their ticket punched to play in the final, or in the Elite Eight, at the Denver Coliseum. Yeah, I believe this Friday.
Absolutely. It's going to be really sweet. So just a little recap of what's been happening with Air Academy so far. So they got around in the first bye, obviously having a 23-0 undefeated season. They played in the second round on last Saturday against Grand Junction with a score of 76-19, which was really insane, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And now tonight we are playing in the Sweet 16 against the Northridge Grizzlies, who has a 16-8 record. Yeah, and with that as well, we're going to kick it down to our very own Sam Stubing, who's with the Northridge bench, Northridge coach Beck, and then Sophia Carahal as well. Sam, over to you.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Beck and Sophia Carbajal. Coach Beck, with Air Academy being a tall team, but you're averaging more rebounds a game than Air Academy, how much of an emphasis did you put on rebounds for the game plan tonight?
Yeah, it's always a big thing for us, but especially when you're playing a team with that type of length, you got to stick to the fundamentals, which box out and see what we do. You know, they're big, and best thing we can do is try to slow that down the best we can.
Yes, sir. So with Sophia being your most dominant player this season, how have you built the team around her?
She's a great kid. She can do a little bit of everything, so it's a matter of us adjusting how we can to maximize her abilities. So you'll see her move around. She's not the old school where we just stick her on the block and say, hope you get a rebound. We'll move her around. She'll play point some. She'll help break press. She'll shoot outside. So she continues to add to her game. She works hard. She's a really good kid, so we're blessed to have her.
Thank you, Coach Beck. And Sophia, now for you. As the game progresses tonight and adversity hits, how do you plan to deal with those challenges?
Well, they're the number one seed, you know. They're a really good team. But I feel like with my group, when we play hard, we can just like outmatch them in any way. Defense, something, you know. It's just all heart. And I think that just in those tough moments at the end is where a team really prevails.
Thank you. Bryce and Amaya, back to you.
All righty. Thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate that. And we'll hear more from Sam Stubing in just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, talking about some of that last game recap, like you said, Air Academy beat Grand Junction here at home, which we did stream 76-19 last Saturday. So that was very impressive. And then looking over at Northridge as well, they beat Canyon City last Saturday as well, 51-47. So a bit of a closer game for them.
Absolutely. So just looking at Northridge's schedule during the playoffs, they also got a first-round bye. And they also, like Bryce said, beat Canyon City. Very close game, 51-47, like we said, and now they are playing against the dominant AAHS team. And like Coach Beck said for Northridge, they're going to have to box out and be elite on defense and not be able to cause so many turnovers like we saw during the Grand Junction game. I feel like that's where Air Academy really prevailed, and if Northridge can limit their turnovers, I feel like they have a pretty good shot against Air Academy tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a list of things here that I believe this Northridge team is going to be focusing on tonight, and one of those is staying calm under pressure. And that has, definitely been something that this team has struggled with in the past.
For sure.
Once you get down a lot of points, it can definitely be tough to keep your calm. And so, especially with being at Air Academy's home court and this being their last shot at getting to the Coliseum and their only shot, I wonder, just how that'll play out and how they'll react to anything that happens during this game. But yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to send it over to our sideline reporter, Sophia Maddox, who's going to talk with Coach Royko and see what he thinks about this game tonight. So, Sophia, what's up?
Thanks, guys. I'm Sophia Maddox, and I'm down here on the Air Academy sideline with Coach Royko. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. How has your team been health-wise, considering your girls have been out sick or not feeling their best lately? Are you guys feeling 100% for this game tonight?
Yeah, we're getting close. So, yeah, so we're probably in the best shape we've been in so far this year. So the girls who were sick with the flu, they've recovered there, and everybody else, other injuries, ankles, stuff like that, making progress. So yeah, we're ready to go.
Awesome. So with this Northridge game tonight, are you expecting it to be more competition than you had on Saturday? And how are you changing this strategy considering it's a new opponent?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every time you advance in the state tournament, competition is going to get better. And they had a really good year, Northridge did. They've got an incredible post player. She's just a sophomore, but she averages 22 points a game and 15 rebounds. She's a good athlete. So we're going to have to try to contain her the best we can.
Sure. Well, thank you so much, Coach, and good luck on this game. Yeah. Hopefully after tonight's game, our Kadets are still undefeated. From the Air Academy sideline, Bryson and Maya, back to you.
Thank you so much, Sophia. We really liked what Coach Royko talked about there with sickness and really just trying to preserve their team. I know we talked about that a lot during Grand Junction about keeping our girls safe, keeping our girls healthy so that they can have a strong playoff run.
Absolutely. It's great to hear that they're apparently in the best and healthiest shape that they've been in this season.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So with that as well, we'll get into a little bit about some of the predictions that I do have for this game. And I have 3 of those tonight. The first is going to be Flowers Foul Watch, and so that's Lydia Flowers, of course, and keeping herself under 2 personal fouls. So Lydia's been one of the biggest foulers, I believe the biggest, on Air Academy's bench this season and in years past. But her and I were able to talk a little bit earlier, and she promised that she's going to try to keep that down. So that's one of the predictions that I have tonight, is that she'll either be at or under 2 personal fouls.
For sure, and I think that that's going to be really important. I mean, Lydia's an amazing defensive player. Like, you can't take that away from her at all. Give her flowers, literally. She is just incredible, but the refs obviously have a different view of the court than we do, and they always call some interesting calls. So if she can keep her hands up and just play elite defense and move her feet, she'll be all right.
Absolutely, and I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see, folks, but Lydia's hair is actually blue, and so I do
just
wonder.
Noticed that.
Yeah, the back of her hair is blue tonight, and so I wonder if we'll be able to pick up on that and hopefully how that'll add to her game. But then with that as well, my second prediction tonight is that Sofia Carbajal is going to rake in at least 15 rebounds. And so she is, like we talked about, one of Northridge's most aggressive and best players. But especially on the rebounding side, she averages 15.6. And so I believe it's not a far stretch at all to say that we can see at least 15 from her.
No, not at all. And actually, she leads her team in 6 stats, being points per game, field goal percentage, rebounds, like you said, steals and blocks. And the only other person on their team that has a stat, or who is a stat leader, is junior Maya Burkholder with 2.1 assists per game. But obviously, you look at these stats and you look at Sophia, and she is this team star.
Absolutely, yeah. The only player at or above 6 foot compared to Air Academy's 4. And then our final prediction here tonight is going to be, hopefully maybe we can get that back up on screen. But our final prediction here tonight is that Kadets are expected to win, and I have their final score tonight being 55-20. And then, yeah, Air Academy wrapping up, just Air Academy going to be able to go to the Coliseum this Friday.
Absolutely, it's going to be amazing. So we're actually going to throw it back down to our reporter, Sam, and he's going to be talking with one of our seniors' parents, Rama Kamash's mom. So let's see what he has to say. What's up, Sam?
Okay, Sam is going right now.
With
Sorry,
this
guys.
other deep run, how exciting for you has this been as a parent?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy for the whole team, not just for Rama. It's been a very exciting and amazing season for the whole girls. The girls are working really hard. I think they deserve the win. We are working as a team, and as parents, we just wanted to say that we are supporting the team. I think the girls and the coaches are doing a great work and great efforts. We are supporting the team, and we think that we as Air Academy school, we are going to win the championship. We are behind the girls, and I think that this is a great season for the whole school. So I just want to say that Kadet, we are with them all the way. Thank you so much for everything and for the support.
Absolutely, and thank you for the interview. Bryson and Maya, back to you.
All righty, thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate that. Now with that, we will get into our playoff picture. So looking at what took both teams here today and what the future looks like.
Absolutely. So just a reminder, Air Academy got a first round bye, and they played in the second round on Saturday against Grand Junction. Again, an elite score, 76-19, obviously a blowout game. And now they're playing in the third round, the Sweet 16 against the Northridge Grizzlies. But the Northridge Grizzlies also got a first round bye, so pretty even there with the amount. I'm just thinking of the amount of time these players have played. Maybe their legs are tired, but they got the same amount of rest, I would say. They also played in the second round on Saturday against Kenyon City, like we said, 51-47, and they barely squeezed by there. So let's see. I'm very interested to see how they're going to compete against Air Academy tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. And you look at strength of schedule as well, which just means basically how tough the teams that each of these people have played in the past. And so if you've been playing the #1 team in the state, then your strength of schedule is going to go up.
Right.
And I believe that rates all the way up to, I think, 25. But these teams comparatively are Air Academy at 9.7 strength of schedule this season, and then Northridge at 7.2. And so pretty evenly matched as far as that goes.
Right.
And I wonder how that'll factor in tonight, and then also just, in the future like you're talking about as well, depending on who wins.
Yeah, one thing I think that's really going to factor in tonight is just the environment of the gym. We saw this on Saturday. Our student section absolutely showed out, and it looks like they are showing out tonight. The theme is PJs, so that's really going to be fun. So we're actually going to toss it down to Sophia, who's going to talk to a Northridge parent about how they feel about the playoff scene. So Sophia, what's up?
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the Northridge sideline with Sandy McGee, who is the mom of Bailey McGee, one of the Northridge seniors. Sandy, thank you so much for meeting with us. How does it feel to watch your girl work hard every single day and finally see it pay off?
You know, when I think back when she was a freshman, there was a point where she didn't think she wanted to play anymore. She came in as a freshman, she sat the bench, loved it. In fact, at that point, she wasn't even thinking about playing. She just loved being a part of the team, being on the bench. She's got a great coaching staff, and seeing her as a senior tonight, being in the state playoffs again, it's been just fun to see her come out of her shell from a freshman till now, and we can't be more proud.
Sure, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to your Grizzlies tonight. Yeah, of course. We're really excited to see this matchup tonight. Bryson and Maya, let's get this game started.
Thank you so much. There's a lot of seniors on this squad. Actually, no, there's only... Is she the only? No, there's only 2 seniors on this squad. My bad, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, that's okay.
But there's only 2 seniors on this squad, and obviously they want to go out with a bang, as do all seniors. It's their last season. It's their last chance to win this championship. And like we saw with Grand Junction, honestly, that coach did not play their seniors as much as I thought, so it'll be interesting to see how Northridge uses their seniors and utilizes their strength and their experience, because one thing that I believe Air Academy has an advantage over Northridge is with their playoff experience. They've been to the playoffs a few years in a row now. They know what it takes to get there, and I'm interested to see if the Northridge Grizzlies can get there as well.
No, absolutely. And I think, it's pretty obvious that Coach Beck does have a little more faith and puts some more value.
Right.
And you can see some of the Air Academy student section there. Yeah, definitely showing out with the PJ theme with those seniors. But I definitely think that, Coach Beck's putting more value in the seniors than we've seen some other coaches do, because he has both seniors starting, as far as we know, which is Bailey McGee and then Lillian Schindel as well. And we will get into that starting lineup in just a second here. As you can see, the Air Academy team warming up, doing a little shoot-around. But, I mean, I'm just excited to see how this game plays out. You look at some of the stat matchups. Sophia is leading in almost every stat category. And then to answer to that, Tatiana Brown is matching her in points per game, field goal percentage, and rebounds, with Sophia beating Tati in points per game, but not field goal percentage, and then almost double in rebounds. So it's a pretty impressive stat matchup, and like I said, I do wonder how the strength of schedule plays into that. I mean, if you're playing worse teams, it is easier to get those stats up, and so it's interesting.
Absolutely. And just to highlight Tatiana Brown, she's actually 14 points away from hitting 1,000 high school career points. So obviously we will be tracking that for you and updating you every chance we get on her, because she is just a star. She has truly come into her shell this year, more years than others. She used to be a shy freshman when we knew her. When we first met her, she did not talk that much. But now she has really just grown into her own, and her confidence has skyrocketed. It's been amazing to see and just learn from her the past few years. And it'll be fun to see where she's going in the future with her going to Kansas and following her journey. We're just really blessed to be here with her right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Tati's just fantastic. Yeah, and I think that her growing in confidence and everything is definitely reflected in her play style too. She's become the most dominant player, I'd say, on the team this year at, like I said, 19 points per game. She leads rebounds in 8.7. And so defensively, she's a beast, but on the offensive side as well. I mean, you see her with just ridiculous numbers in some of these games. And so especially against a team that is probably one of the easiest that they'll face for the rest of the season.
For sure.
I definitely, expect a big performance out of her tonight, and I'm just excited to see how she plays out and what she's able to accomplish here.
Me too, me too. And we've got some other stars on our team as well. Obviously, with Lydia Flowers, we mentioned she's just incredible. She just needs to keep her hands up on the defensive end, and she's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, and she leads this team in steals as well at 3.3.
She's just incredible. And then we got Kinley Asp, one of the best shooters on our team. Coach likes to call her a green light shooter, which I think is one of the greatest compliments a shooter can have. Just coach giving you the green light to shoot is incredible. So Coach Royko having confidence in his girls is something that has really helped bonded this team together over the past few years. This team has dealt with a lot of adversity through the past 4 years, I would say, and just having a coach that actually believes in them and wants the best for them has really made a difference. And you can see that if you look at stats for specific players or just even the records throughout the seasons. You can definitely tell Coach Royko's impact on this team.
1,000%. Coach Royko's just done an amazing job with these girls, absolutely. And, I mean, you see that reflected in, obviously, the record, 23-0 is just ridiculously impressive. But, I mean, it's just, it's super exciting to see how they'll do. Getting very, very close to a state championship these past few years, but not being quite able to make it. And then touching on that green light, like you said, when this team has faced tougher teams in the past, like Pine Creek, for example, when Air Academy played them, you could definitely see that only a few people on the team were shooting at least for a while. And so with that, I've gotten actually some inside info talking to Lydia Flowers earlier. And she told me that Coach Royko has actually told everybody on the Air Academy bench that they do have the green light to shoot tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty impressive. And so I'm definitely excited to see how that plays out.
Me too.
It looks like based on some of the film that our cadets watched, that they've seen that the Grizzlies, we do appreciate that very much. I mean, you see our student section, both of the family sections, the pep band, the cheerleaders, like you said, everywhere is stacked tonight. It is a full house, and we are excited to see, hopefully, our cadets win and be able to do that in front of all their friends, family, peers, and everybody like that. So looks like we'll get into the national anthem in just a second here, which is going to be performed, but the colors are going to be presented here by Senior Master Sergeant Raya Yoder of Air Academy JROTC, I believe. Beautiful. We had a little bit of a chiming in there from our student section as well, helping us guide us through that national anthem.
On Saturday, we actually had one of our players' younger sisters come sing the national anthem, and it was amazing. It was Naomi Johnson's little sister, and now I'm forgetting her name. I almost want to say it's Delilah or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. That was one of the best performances I've heard.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe we talked a little bit about, just how that brought a tear to my eye. That was wonderful. But yeah, we'll get into a bit of our starting lineup here. See a lot of student cheer here. One of the biggest that I've seen this student section all season.
Agreed, 100%. And they really showed up, and it looks like they're here to support the entire time. So it's going to be great.
Let's get into some of these starters. So for the Cadets, we'll begin number 2, Kinley Asp, who's a junior. And then Lydia Flowers, a senior. Adrena Nelson, who is a junior. Tatiana Brown, number 15, a senior as well, going to Kansas like we talked about. And then number 13, Rama Kamash, also a senior.
Absolutely. And for the Grizzlies, we have number 0, Sophia Carval, number 2, Bailey McKean, number 13, Clementine Darnell, number 14, Samantha Jackson, and number 11, Maya Burkholder. So it's going to be a fun matchup for sure.
Absolutely. And like you said earlier, it looks like both of their seniors.
Right.
And those are the only seniors on their team. And so it's good to see some of that experience being able to set the tone for tonight's game.
Absolutely.
Off of Northridge's bench.
Just comparing Northridge to Grand Junction real quick, they are coming in here with a lot more energy, in my opinion. They just look ready to play. They look confident in themselves. Again, it's playoffs. Literally anything can happen.
Absolutely.
But it looks like our starters for Air Academy are just as ready, if not more ready to play.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely expect number 15, Tatiana Brown, who's a starter, to also be at that line, but it could also be Rama Kamash. It will be Tati. Folks, let's get this game started. Alrighty, this will be Cadet's ball. Kinley Asp kicks it to the corner. Lydia Flowers straight to Tatiana Brown for a very easy, quick first game layup. Plus 13.3 viewers, we appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
For tonight's matchup between the 16-8 Northridge Grizzlies against the 23-0 Air Academy Cadets. A fast start to this game here, as Lydia Flowers takes a big corner three, but cannot get it to go. Adrena Nelson will collect. Rama Kamash not able to make the two there. But Flowers gets that ball back. And an error pass there. Looks like she was expecting somebody to be at the corner.
Right.
This will be Northridge's ball. They take it up calm and collected. And a deflection from Flowers is going to keep it at Northridge's ball, but setting the tone in front of the student section here a little bit.
Absolutely. For our KRDO plus 13.3 viewers, my name's Amaya Wilson-Damrell. Today I am joined by Bryce, and obviously you're watching the 5A playoff matchup, Sweet 16 style. We're here in our home gym, Air Academy, against the Northridge Grizzlies.
Absolutely. My name is Bryce Koss again. We just want to thank you for joining us for, this third round playoffs. Air Academy not able to make anything happen here, as number 2, Bailey McGean looks for something. Stolen by Adrena Nelson. Rama Kamash gives it to Tatiana Brown to give her, is that 4 for Tati
4
so
points,
far?
Yeah.
And that's 4 toward her 1,000, which she only needs how many?
14.
14, and so only 10 points left before Tatiana Brown does hit 1,000 career points, which is very impressive.
We are absolutely expecting her to hit that tonight, which is incredible to see. She's really come into her own this year, as we said earlier. It's just been fun to watch, and she's going to Kansas next year, and it's just a real cool opportunity for us to be here and experience her in her high school career.
Very special. I'm excited to see how she translates all the experience that she's gotten these past 4 years into that collegiate level as well. Number 2, Bailey McGeen, kicks it to the corner of the wing. Cannot get a go from number 13, Clementine Darnell. Lydia Flowers, another wing 3, and she'll drain that with a big assist there from number 2, junior Kinley Asp, who has won state championships the past 3 years. Wow.
Yeah, she has, absolutely. If you guys didn't know, she actually played at, I believe, the 3A level with the team CSCS, where she won, I believe, a championship every year so far, which is just absolutely incredible to see. And she brought her talents here to Air Academy. We could not be more grateful for her. She truly has impacted our team so much, and she just fits right into this defense and our offense. And Coach Royko always gives her so much praise every time he has the chance. So.
Absolutely, and she's proven to collect and make that for her. And that'll put her at 6 out of the 14 points that she needs, with a very early timeout from the Grizzly bench. And the energy and the stakes could not be higher here tonight, folks.
I was just about to say that. Now the Pep fan is playing. Everybody is so hyped. And now our student section is chanting some interesting chants here at the Northridge bench.
Absolutely.
But you can just feel it in here. If you aren't here in person with us tonight, I hope you can just feel the energy in this gym. There's so much pressure and tension all around, but it's exciting. It's an exciting type of feeling, so we're happy to be here.
Absolutely, we can definitely feel it, and I'm just super excited to see. I assume even more excited how the student section will get. But I mean, Northridge already, you can see no points on the board for them, but Tatiana Brown, 8 points. Which actually, that was a stat that we just received, but I don't think that's true. I think she's actually at 6. Maybe proving me wrong here, and she will. That'll be 8 points for Tatiana Brown so far, with an easy steal off of number 11, Maya Burkholder. And one of the things that we've seen from Maya in the past as well is number 3, Brianne Huffman will put up a 3, not able to get that to go. But we've seen that Maya is one of the players that does contribute to maybe a little bit of that cracking under pressure for this team.
Right, absolutely. I think that when their team is under pressure and when they are on the defensive end, she is the one who is going to make those stops for Northridge. She's the one who's going to put pressure on the ball and absolutely try to fluster their opponents, in this case, Air Academy. So it'll be interesting to see how she does that tonight.
Absolutely. Bailey McGeen with an assist there to number 3, Brianne Huffman, who is a freshman as well. And you see a lot of the players that do tend to sub for the Grizzlies are freshmen. So
yeah, it looks like their bench is full of underclassmen, but don't let them fool you. They are absolutely ready to be at that varsity level, or else I believe Coach Beck would not have placed them on this team, obviously. But just looking at our bench as well, we also have a lot of freshmen here, but I also believe that Coach Royko wouldn't have placed them here if he didn't feel like they were ready.
Absolutely. You see a foul on number 0, Sophia Carbajal there, with Rama Kamash at the line, shooting 2, not able to get the first one to go.
Grace Mooney, number 3, is going to
one up, and that will go.
Number 14, Olivia Chura is going to check in, while number 13, Rama Kamash, is also going to take a quick break for the
Speaking
Cadets.
of free throws, Olivia Chura is 100% from the free throws line this season.
Just a quick shout out for Grace Mooney. She's actually one of our own. She is a part of our Kadet Sports TV family, and we're just happy to support her here tonight.
As is Lydia Flowers. With that, number 2, Kinley Asp, a big 2-pointer. It's like big communication from Kinley as well after that shot was made, but Cadets with a full court press so far. Number 0, Sophia, putting the 4 points on the board now for the Grizzlies. I believe her first. Adrena Nelson kicks it to Grace Mooney, number 3. And Grace is a freshman.
Yeah, she came in. She's been playing club for years. She's just
Yep.
been a baller pretty much her entire life. I actually had the opportunity to see some of her film from when she was in middle school, and she's been incredible.
Yeah.
And she's just an incredibly hard worker, and that's something that Coach Royko really admires with her.
Absolutely. Brianne Huffman, and then Tatiana Brown there with a turnover, but Brianne Huffman not able to get that 2 to go.
It looks like number 30, Lydia Flowers, is going to check back in, while number 5, Adrena Nelson, is going to take a break.
And this will be Maya Burkholder again inbounding the ball here as McGee takes it up the court. See the Cadets backing off a little bit on that press there. Saving their energy for defense later in the game.
Ooh, very late foul call in my opinion.
Yeah, wow. Brianne Huffman is able to get a shot there as Lydia Flowers wasn't able to make it to her in time, but she will be fouled for that with Huffman at the line.
Luckily, that's Lydia's first foul with 2 minutes and 20 seconds here to go in this first quarter. Obviously, Coach Royko is going to try and limit her ability to foul here in the next 3 quarters so they can keep her in the game.
I got to say, I hope he does so that my prediction from earlier can come true. She did, in fact, make me a pinky promise that she would try and keep it under 3 personal fouls tonight, and so see if she can is able to fulfill that.
I think she will. I think Lydia's a very trustworthy person, not only as a player, but just as a human being as well. She's just an incredible person, so I believe she won't break that for you tonight.
And I think the hair does say it all as well.
Yeah.
Kinley Asp taking it down the court as we see Clementine Darnell checked back in for the Northridge Grizzlies. Grace Moody gives it to Tatiana Brown, who's deep inside, and no foul there.
Wow, wow.
As the ball is stripped from her by Samantha Carbajal.
Tatiana was slow to get back there, but it looks like she's hustling down. Back to the home basket here. Obviously,
no problem at all for the Cadets defense.
Right, they're probably trying to feed it into her there.
Yep.
And listen, if I had Tatiana Brown on my team, I would do everything I can to try and feed it to her too.
Absolutely. Kinley Asp with another assist there to Olivia Chura for her first points tonight. I believe bringing her to either 30 or almost 30 season points for her senior year. Sophia Carbajal. And that is a rare feat. You don't see her shoot a lot of threes based on her past games this season either, but she was not able to get that one to go. Another ball to Olivia Chura, who's going to put it up. That one not able to go, as Maya Burkholder will collect. Clementine Darnell with an easy layup, breezing through traffic there. The score now being 19-8 as this first quarter begins to wrap up. Tatiana Brown with a bit of a deeper mid-range shot. Cadet's not able to collect that one. Clementine. And no dice on that layup as she fights hard for it. Wow.
You can tell Tatiana Brown did not want to get a foul there on that play. She was playing it a little safe.
Yep.
Maybe she's playing it too safe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure Coach Royko has asked her, like Lydia, to keep down the foul so we can keep these starters in this game.
Absolutely. That was one of the biggest issues, actually, that this team did have last year during the playoffs, and possibly what caused them to lose. Wow. Bailey McGee. Kinley Asp. An easy mid-range shot. She'll pull up. The Cadets will break 20. Sophia Carbajal with a spin move past Rama Kamash. That was pretty impressive. I didn't think that would go in, but.
No, honestly.
Lydia Flowers not able to get that buzzer beater, ring 3 off. That'll be the end of the first quarter, folks. The score is 21-10. And we are going to take a quick 30-second break for our Caradio Plus 13.3 viewers. Folks, we will be right back. Thank you so much for joining us. And for our YouTube Live viewers that are still here, we thank you so much. Speaking of YouTube Live, we, as you might notice, are on a different channel tonight streaming. And that was because of a few technical difficulties that we had that pretty unjustly got our previous 2 channels of Kadet Sports TV and then Kadet. You see Tati there, layup. But yeah, just pretty unfortunate. Our last 2 channels and then just years of work were taken down for kind of seemingly no reason. And so we are still working on it. But if you are wondering why we're on a new channel tonight,
this program off and running, and it's just been nonstop ever since.
yeah. Tatiana Brown gives it to Rama Kamash, not able to get a 2 to go there. Sophia collects once again. As Brianne Hoffman is not able to keep that ball. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty unfortunate actually what happened.
Right.
There's so much work that goes into every single one of our productions and broadcasts that we do. At usually at least 20 people that help set up and run it during the entire game. And so for all of that to just be gone.
Absolutely. We just want to say welcome back to our KRDO Plus 13.3 viewers. My name is Amaya, and I'm joined by Bryce. And you're watching the CHSAA 5A playoffs between the #1 ranked team in 5A, Air Academy Cadets, against the Northridge Grizzlies. So thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. You see number 4 here, Lillian Schindel, who's one of Northridge's faster players. It's going to help get that ball around the horn. Bailey McGean at the top of the key.
And now she banks it.
And a big layup. And that will be 10 points for Tati, meaning she only needs 4 more to reach her. Meaning she only needs 4 more to reach her 1,000 career point.
Incredible.
Huge stepping stone for her. That she is committed to Kansas for. Exciting. Rama Kamash pressuring number 0. Sophia Carbajal in the corner. No match for her. A big and 1. It looks like she will go to the line as well. Folks, Northridge is not
fighters. Just comparing it to the Grand Junction game, when Grand Junction was down, I believe 14-0 in the first quarter, we already saw their spirits kind of fall a little bit. But with Northridge being down just a little bit, we can see that they're not giving up. They're still here to fight, and they still feel like they have a chance, and they absolutely do. So.
Oh yeah, 25-14 as we approach halftime here. It's definitely not the furthest point. Oh my goodness.
That was vicious.
That was actually, I'm actually almost speechless.
And her team, so much momentum here.
Yeah.
I'm sure going up against Air Academy,
Another
that's no
block.
easy feat.
Yep.
And Sophia just being that leader for her team is really helping the momentum of the Northridge Grizzlies
Wow,
here.
yeah. So much energy from them.
Oh, absolutely.
Can tell. And I believe Northridge is up in Denver, if I'm correct.
Right,
Or
in
no,
Greeley,
it's
I
Greeley.
believe.
Yeah, Greeley. But, wow. So,
Just incredible stuff we're seeing here tonight.
yeah, that bus ride has not fazed them at all, clearly, folks. What a block that was. Lydia Flowers not able to get that 2 to go. Bailey McGean will collect. Bailey's an outside shooter. As the other number 2 on the court, Kinley Asp, who will not get a foul. Drawn on Clementine Darnell. He's going to swing this ball around the horn a little bit. Rama Kamash, no layup there. I believe a jump ball. This being the first one of the game, that will be Northridge's ball.
Number 3, Grace Mooney, a freshman, is going to check in for number 15, Tatiana Brown. I'm sure Coach Rako has some things to say to his girls, and I believe he was the one who called that timeout.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
I'm sure he's going to talk about fouls, especially. It looks like that Tatiana Brown is playing it safe down low, in my opinion. She's usually extremely aggressive, going for those steals, going for those blocks, but as we can see, she's kind of letting some of these younger guards go by her, almost inviting them into that block.
Absolutely. And I wonder what Coach Royko is saying right now, but I'm sure that what you're talking about was definitely deliberate and something that he did tell Tati to do. But, I mean, 25-14, Cadets are still. Fairly decent point deficit thus far, and with that as well, Air Academy still at 7 offensive rebounds, and Northridge's 8 turnovers. So
I think that Northridge is extremely quick and extremely athletic. Obviously, we have that height advantage with players like Rama Kamash, Tatiana Brown, even Lydia Flowers and Kinley Ass. But here we've got really quick and just super, like, players who know how to read the post.
Yep, and that was a great demonstration of that right there with that collection. But yeah, there's absolutely some very high game IQ here and a lot of good court vision. And I think, like we've mentioned, a lot of that is definitely in part to Coach Royko's coaching that he's done this season. This season and last year as well.
Right.
Rama Kamash puts up a mid-range shot that Sophia Carbajal will collect. And another and one there for her. The Air Academy student section very upset about that.
Got a little replay on that if you guys just saw that. Obviously, the refs have a very different view of the court than we do up here in the stands, but honestly, to me, that did not look like a foul, but obviously, what do we know?
Those few degrees, I guess, make all the difference, right? Sophia Carbajal, no good on that free throw. Cadets trying to get a few more points on the board. Adrena Nelson. There is a mouse in the house, folks. She will make that 2-pointer.
There was one game I'll never forget, and I honestly don't remember what the team was, but when we were playing in the Denver Coliseum, I believe it was the last game of the season, Adrena Nelson hit a very, like, clinch 3.
Right.
And she was able to keep the Cadets in it for as long as she could, but she's just the type of player you can always rely on. She's very reliable, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and I believe I know the exact shot that you're talking about, too.
Yeah, that one, like, over there on the wing.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yep. Lydia Flowers answers Sophia's big 3 there that she had. But yeah, Adrena is definitely, I think, a very underrated player on this team.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
She's very fast, very athletic. She's done so much these past few years.
So much.
And this season as well. She's such a great piece to have on your bench that I'm sure any coach would be delighted to.
And one thing that makes her so strong is she's dealt with so much adversity. She's dealt with a lot of health issues, injuries, which just makes her a stronger person and a stronger player. It gives her, makes sense. She knows how it feels not to play basketball, so when she plays, she gives it everything she's got, and you can absolutely see that when she's playing basketball.
100%. Yeah. Even despite her being 5'8", she does put all of it on the court. And she is still a junior, too, so she has one more year with this team and with players like Kinley Asp. So I'm excited to see even next year how this team performs after they lose a few seniors. Kinley Asp able to get that ball back there after a lot of melancholy. Not going to kick it to the corner. Tatiana Brown takes it 2, and that will go. Taking the Cadets lead back to 11 there.
Tatiana Brown is at 12 points here tonight, and she only needs 2 more to hit her 1,000 career high school points, and that's just an incredible, incredible achievement. And we're so happy that you guys are here watching with us.
Absolutely.
At the line, shooting two, Sophia Carvajal.
Sophia's going to shoot another free throw here. 2, in fact.
That's foul number 2 for Lydia Flowers.
Not able to get that one to go either.
Number 3, Grace Mooney's going to check in for her here.
Sophia's field goal percentage this season is already 52, which is very, very impressive.
Definitely someone you want going to the line for sure, someone who will make it most of the time.
I mean, that's great for any player, but then you compare it to Tati, who's at 57, and it's just like, wow. And that would have been her 1,000 right there, folks, but we're sure she'll have more chances and will easily be able to hit that marker. Sophia, another huge 2. No foul on Sophia Carvajal there. But a good assist to number 4, Lillian Schindel, who was very happy about that.
You can definitely tell Tati is not trying to get those fouls early here tonight so she can stay in this game. Because it looks like we're definitely going to need her.
I mean, this is closer already than I thought it'd be.
Me too, me too.
I think the Kadets do have a tendency to pull away pretty quickly there. Kenley Asp is just going to hold this ball maybe for the last 30 seconds here.
One thing about high school basketball, if we don't have a shot clock yet, I bet, or I've heard rumors that we're going to start that maybe next year or here in the next 2 years.
Absolutely.
But the Kadets are able to hold this ball, which gives Audrina Nelson the chance to take the time with her shot, and when she takes her time, she's going to make it.
Yep, those huge threes like that. That'll be a turnover on Northridge. Brianne Huffman is not able to get that ball. 5 seconds left in this half here. 5.6 on the clock, folks. Adrena Nelson takes it up. Sophia Carvajal not able to get a shot off there. Kadets are going to be leading by 10 at halftime, folks, for this third round 5A Colorado State playoff game, with the score at half being 34-24.
This is just an absolutely incredible sight to see. I mean, the gym is absolutely electric here tonight, as you can probably hear the They've worked so incredibly hard, and our band placed number 3 in state this year, so I just wanted to give a shout out to them as well. There's so many people that make sports so special here at Air Academy. We just wanted to thank them.
Absolutely. We're going to kick it down now to Sophia Maddox, who's here with Coach Royko. Sophia, over to you.
Coach, we expect it to be a really great matchup. Thanks again. We're here on the Air Academy sideline with Coach Royko. Coach, we expect it to be a really great matchup, and the girls have been playing really, really well. What's your strategy to keep energy up in the second half against this strong team?
Yeah, well, we got to slow their post player down. When we talked about beginning the game, number 0, she's scoring too much. And so we have to figure that out, because otherwise they're going to hang around. And when you're the favorite, you don't want the underdog to hang around. So, all right.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck on the rest of this game. Hopefully our Kadets can earn this win and earn their ticket to Denver. Bryson and Maya, back to you.
Thank you so much, Sophia. I can speak personally. I was in the room with the girls when they were assigning their roles here tonight about who they were playing. Yeah. And I believe there were multiple people who were trying to stop Miss Sophia here on the Northridge Grizzly. But we're going to take a quick break for our KRDO plus 13.3 viewers. We'll be right back.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Hey, Will. Use my razor? No. Really? No. I can? Nah, man, not me. So nobody touched my razor? The hair just got here all by itself? What's up, man? Alright.
Party, girl!
We don't need the trolls in.
Man, I freaking love Kadet tea.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet tea.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe. Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey, man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kadet Sports TV. My name's Amaya Wilson-Damrell, and I'm joined by Bryce. And you're watching the Chassa 5A State Playoffs against Air Academy, who is playing the Northridge Grizzlies.
Absolutely.
This lead against the Grizzlies, they're going to have to fight. Like, truly, they're going to have to fight and work their butts off and hustle. I feel like one thing that Air Academy could do a little bit better on is just their hustling for rebounds. I feel like, or I don't know for sure, but it looks like Northridge is actually outscoring them on rebounds.
Obviously to Sophia Carvajal, who's Northridge's best scorer. She is at 16 points, which is 66% of the points that Northridge has scored all game so far. And so we just want to say welcome back to our Cardio Plus 13.3 viewers. And we are going to go to another quick 30-second break, folks. We will be right back. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome back, everybody, to Kadet Sports TV. My name's Amaya, and I'm joined by Bryce. And today, you're watching Air Academy girls basketball as they take on the Northridge Grizzlies in the 5A Chassa playoffs for state. It's been an incredible game so far. The Kadets are only up by 10 with a score of 34-24.
Yep, and we are going to kick it down now to our very own Samuel Stewing, who I believe is with the Northridge Grizzlies head coach. So, Sam, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm back here with Coach Beck getting ready for the start of the second half. So in that first half, the turnover battle was 9-3. Y'all were on the losing side of that. How do you plan to get back on track for the second half?
Yeah, I think they calmed down a little bit after that first 4 or 5 minutes. It was pretty hectic. I don't think they were quite ready for the pace and the length. And then to their credit, our credit, they kind of calmed down and started playing within themselves and got herself back into it at this point. So happy with what they've done.
So Sophia is playing extremely well, and she played extremely well in that first half. What is the game plan to keep her going in the second?
Yeah, she'll get plenty of opportunities. So it's a matter of if she gets a matchup she likes, she's the green light to attack and see what she can do. So we'll ride that as much as we can and fill in where we can with that.
Thank you, Coach. Bryce and Amaya, back to y'all.
Thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate that. Good to get some insight there from Coach Beck going into the second half of the 5A Colorado third round playoffs here. I forget what they changed the name, but
they did.
But yeah, so getting the second half started here. We'll be playing the Elite Eight at the Denver Coliseum this Friday.
Whoever wins this game is either going to be facing Durango, who has a record of 18-6, or Montrose with a record of 24. So either way, this next round is going to be just as tough, if not more tough, than this game right here.
Absolutely. Tatiana Brown is at the line here, who's a very good free throw shooter, and she's looking for 1,000 points. I think I might have, but she's looking for 1,000 career points here tonight, folks. She is 2 away. That means that over the past 4 years, Tatiana Brown has scored 998 points so far. Make that 999. And she is 1 away, folks. This is a very exciting moment for her. We've had several female and male players the past few years come through Air Academy and score 1,000 career points. Caitlin Kramer, namely, almost scored 2,000.
Yeah,
and she's
incredible.
The leading all-time scorer in boys and girls basketball at Air Academy. And she plays at CSU currently, Colorado State. But see, definitely by the Kadets. That'll be a travel called on number 13, Clementine Darnell. Back to the other 13, Rama Kamash, to be Kadets ball here.
Coach Beck was just mentioning how he had to limit his turnovers here, and we already got one early, so I'm sure he's not too happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of turnovers, you see Lydia Flowers in the corner. One of our predictions earlier was that she will be either at or below 2 personal fouls by the end of this game, and she's currently at 2 going into the second half.
You know what? I got faith in her. She's not going to get other fouls. I believe.
Wow. And that call is going to be a jump ball, folks. I'm not sure if you are able to see that there, but definitely a very controversial call from the refs.
Agreed.
So you can see Northridge, this will be Sophia Carbajal to Clementine Darnell. Not able to get that layup, but Sophia will answer. And cut the lead only to 9 for the Kadets. Tatiana Brown is going to step out. Or no, that's a foul. I apologize.
Wow. I'm a little speechless. Possessions have been going. I feel like Air Academy could really benefit off of just being patient and playing their game. Obviously, they've had so much experience playing tough games throughout the years and just throughout this season alone. Wow. Rama Kamash.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
Rama Kamash there. Will be at the line. Yeah, I believe her and Drina, like I mentioned earlier, are some of the most underrated players on this team. I mean, they've been in a lot of effort and
a lot of work too.
Yeah, these past few years. Both play club as well, club basketball, which has definitely helped give them experience, but is reflected in their play style. No travel call, but Clementine Darnell will step out, making it Kadets ball once again. And talking again about personal fouls, you see Sophia Carbajal, who's Northridge's best player almost by far, definitely by far tonight, but she's currently at 3 fouls. And if you're not aware, 5 gets you ejected in a high school game. And so, yeah, we're definitely going to see probably Coach Beck for Northridge being a lot more careful and expecting her to be a lot more careful as well for the rest of this game here.
I mean, you would expect so, and honestly, if I'm Coach Beck, I trust my players, so I would keep her in this game. Normally, I would be like, let's take her out, but she is just so dominant. Like we've seen here, getting these foul calls often.
Yeah.
And she's just keeping the momentum alive for her team. I honestly don't remember her being subbed out once so far, so she's really just added so much to this team. It's very evident.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she leads stats in nearly every category, like we've said.
Right.
But that block that we did replay that Sophia had in the first half really, really set the tone for tonight's game. And you can see some of that anger reflected in the Kadets' play style as they've tried to answer with a swat like that of their own. I don't think they've really been able to so far.
Right. I mean, basketball is a very passionate and emotional sport. It's very, I mean, like every sport, but especially during playoffs when it's one and done.
Yeah.
So obviously both teams playing for so much tonight. There's so much on the line for both teams, and we are really seeing their determination and motivation come out to play. And ultimately, I feel like what's going to lead into who wins this game is just effort.
Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, just the game by nature is just, like you said, so emotional.
Right.
It's so fast-paced. You're relying almost entirely on your agility the entire time. And you see that a lot with these girls, but when things get heated, I mean, you'll know.
Right.
And it becomes very obvious. So, Adrena Nelson going to inbound this ball here for the Kadets.
And when things get heated, it's what the teams do with that energy, whether they just get flustered or whether they can step up and just take this challenge head on. And I feel like that's another factor that's going to determine who will come out on top here tonight.
Absolutely. Sophia Carbajal almost losing this ball there. As Lydia Flowers strips it away from her. Kinley Asp collecting that steal. Northridge maybe gets it back, but Rama Kamash is going to save it. As Maya Burkholder, number 11, tries to get that back. Lydia Flowers, a huge 3 in the wing there.
Man, we needed that one. We needed that one. We needed that for the momentum. We needed that just for everybody's spirits. It definitely got the student section up and loud again.
Yep.
Man, what a shot. What a shot.
Can see definitely signs of life from the Air Academy student section after that 3. But Bailey McGee, number 2, who shoots the second most shots on the Northridge team, will answer that very quickly there.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are not letting up here tonight. They are continuing to fight, and which is why this game is so close. I believe they're only down 11 if my math is correct.
Yeah.
And it looks like their coach is very calm, cool, and collected. And looking at Coach Royko, it looks like he's the same. These are 2 coaches that are very experienced. They have a lot of knowledge of the game, and I feel like the coaches seen acting out or just looking like they're feeling the pressure.
And that has actually been an issue for Air Academy in past years. But
it has.
I think one of the signs of a great coach, I saw this online, is that if your coach has some silver hair or gray hairs, that there's probably, and another huge 3 from the exact same spot as Lydia Flowers, number 5, a junior, Adrena Nelson. Able to make that lead just a little bit bigger for the Kadets. But yeah, gray hair, I think in basketball generally does mean that you have a good coach, and that's something that we see on both ends of the court tonight.
Right.
And another huge spin move too there.
She's incredible. She's just so quick, and like we said, there's a lot of players on this court who know the visions of the court and who can see the court very easily, and she's definitely one of those people, just knowing where to go and feeling out the defense and seeing where those gaps are, and she's really capitalized off of that.
Definitely a lot of game IQ there. Yeah, very evident in her play style. I mean, she uses her team so well, and her team gets to it, gets her the ball to it. Yeah, just like that. I mean, proving me right. Clementine Darnell to Sophia Carbajal for a huge 2.
Man, they're just so quick.
Yeah.
And it's something that Air Academy hasn't felt here in a while because teams are often trying to slow down the ball against them, and that's why our fast-paced offense has really been effective here in these games as Kenley Ass drains that 3. Yeah, it's just very evident here that it looks like the Northridge Grizzlies has been watching some film on the Cadets.
Absolutely. But even so, yeah, Asp with a huge corner 3 off of that skip pass from Tatiana Brown. And that tip will be Cadets' ball, folks.
Looks like number 14, Olivia Chura, is going to check in for number 13, Rama Kamashi, give her a quick breather.
Absolutely, we will see Olivia inbounding this ball as well to number 3, Grace Mooney, it looks like. Or Kinley Asp.
Either one, you know, both of them have great ball handling skills, so I would trust either one of them with the ball at this moment.
Absolutely. To take it up the court there. We just want to say hello again to our KRDO Plus 13.3 viewers. We appreciate you being here for the 3rd round of the Colorado 5A girls basketball playoffs here. Another jump ball.
Absolutely. Like Bryce was saying, this is round 3, Sweet 16. Whoever wins is either going to play Durango or Montrose, depending on who wins that game tonight.
And that'll be this Friday.
Yes, and it's going to be played at the Denver Coliseum as Lydia checks it up, and it's good. She gets it to fall. She's just amazing. She's so good at getting those offensive rebounds and putbacks here for the Cadets.
Lydia is great, absolutely, at those tip-ins. Little miscommunication there, but that is going to be Northridge ball still.
For our KRDO Plus 13.3 viewers, just a reminder, my name is Amaya, and I'm here with Bryce. And both of us have been around the Air Academy girls basketball program for about 4 years now. We know the ins and outs of this team like the back of our hands. And we're just really excited to be here with all of you, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Whether we've managed, helped coach, or play, there's not a Tatiana Brown.
Let's go.
Wow, you can see a lot of energy down there.
Wow.
On the east end of this court. That is you can see that. That is Tatiana Brown's 1,000th career point in her time here, all of which has been at Air Academy.
Wow.
And it is just such an honor to see her here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, I got chills. This gym is so alive, and I'm just so incredibly proud of Tatiana. I have personally played basketball with her for the past 4 years, and I played volleyball with her for a year, and just getting to know her and her family has just been an absolute blessing, and I'm just so proud of everything that Tatiana has accomplished. We can see her family that's just cheering for her.
Holding up banners,
Just an incredible sight to see. So proud of her. So proud of this accomplishment. Obviously, this is her senior year, and just being able to accomplish this in the playoffs has got to be such a special moment for her.
Such a pleasure, yeah. Even to just be a part of it and be able to see that. Tatiana is the 2nd player this year to hit her 1,000 career points, with Lydia Flowers being the other one. And these two girls are just so dominant, and I believe have just become such a core aspect and statement piece of what it means to be an Air Academy basketball player.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Just their determination and the effort they put into this. I know we talk about effort a lot, but it's true. These girls work so extremely hard. I mean, so does everybody else, but just the amount of work we put in the preseason, the off season, over the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Even obviously during the regular season, it just really pays off, and it's really evident here tonight.
Lydia Flowers is going to get a travel called on her. Northridge playing heavy defense, trying to match some of that energy that we just felt in this gym.
they're obviously going to try and slow the Kadets down here. Like Bryce said, just the momentum, but it isn't working as Olivia Chura gets that steal and gets the assist. No, almost. Lydia Flowers is fouled down low.
She will still go at the line.
At the line, shooting 2, Lydia Flowers.
Yeah, Olivia Chura, speaking of, has really also come into her own.
Oh, absolutely.
I would say maybe on the same level as Tati, even if she isn't scoring as much. But still, I've seen her progress so much since her sophomore year when she started playing. Being a multi-sport athlete, also running cross country as well. We've seen her miss practices and stuff like that in the past, but that has not stopped her from improving so much and just progressing and trying her very hardest, both defensively and offensively.
Right, and I know you said she wasn't scoring a lot, and I know the media always loves to showcase players who are scoring and not to demean them. They're absolutely incredible, but it's those role players to me that really make a team, you know, just knowing your role, knowing that maybe you aren't going to be the leading scorer, but you could be the one that hustles down the court and gets all of those like jump balls. And that's Olivia Chura in a nutshell. She's a fighter, like we've seen. And like you've said, she's a multi-sport athlete. She's absolutely a fighter in all of those too. So we're just incredibly blessed as she gets another steal
for Olivia Chura.
Team.
On fire tonight in front of this crowd, which is just lovely to see. She'll go for a 2. Not able to get that to go. And that'll be a foul on Northridge for Grace Mooney.
That's going to be team foul, technically number 6 here, but as you know, 5 fouls is going to get you into the bonus. And right now, every foul that Northridge commits against Air Academy is going to be a shooting foul.
Absolutely. And I mean, just talking about some of the things as Grace is at the line here that makes this team so special is absolutely, I believe, is the reason that Air Academy is 23-0 is because of all of the off-court bonding and time that they've spent together and done either with or without Coach Royko's asking, right?
For sure.
And Olivia Chura has been one of the biggest reasons that I think this team is so close.
Absolutely.
She started traditions. I mean, she's helped end team drama, anything.
Yeah,
anything you can think of. She's been there for it, and she's just impacted this team in such a positive way.
You're so right. Olivia Chura is such an extrovert, but she's so kind and positive to everybody she talks to. She really draws people in. And another thing about her in drawing people in is she is getting this freshman team ready for these playoffs because they look up to her. There's someone, Olivia Chura is someone that these freshmen can go up and talk to, and they feel comfortable asking anything with her, and she will always give them an honest and amazing answer to the best of her ability. Obviously, she is subbed out for number 15, Tatiana Brown, but yeah, I can't say enough about Olivia Chura. She's just incredible.
Absolutely. Sophia Carbajal made that first free throw there. She's going for 2 here. That second one not able to go as Rama Kamash gets the board. Kinley Asp gonna drive. Not able to get that to go, but she will get a foul called and will be at the line shooting 2. We have 40.5 seconds left here in this third quarter, folks. And the score is 54-36. Air Academy leading by almost 20. And while that point deficit does just continue to grow, Northridge has been fighting and trying their very hardest to stay in these playoffs here and try their very best to punch that ticket to the Denver Coliseum this Friday night.
Absolutely, just a reminder, this is playoffs, so 1 and done. Obviously, the Northridge Grizzlies are trying to make a comeback, like Bryce said, and try to stop Air Academy's momentum here, because clearly so far, I mean, this is the point deficit that I was expecting just coming out of the gate, because we've seen this with every other team Air Academy has played, and Northridge has honestly given them a pretty fair fight here in this first half, but even though the third quarter is about rounding out here, Air Academy is definitely taking this and running with it.
Absolutely. Answering with a fight of her own there is Audrina Nelson with a big steal. Trying to just waste some time. Maybe get a shot off before this quarter ends. Kinley Asp in the corner. Nothing. And that'll be Kadet's ball with 2.3 seconds left on the clock.
I can say in practice, Coach Royko has been working on these quick shots with only like certain situation shots
yeah.
with only a couple seconds left on the board. So let's see if it pays off for them here.
Wow, Northridge, a big shot there from the other logo, which will not go. Alrighty, folks, we are going to toss to a 30-second break for our Kadet EL Plus 13.3 viewers. We thank you so much. We will be back. Please join us for this fourth quarter. We'll see you soon.
Now for our viewers who are joining us here on YouTube, again, absolutely, and if you guys missed it, Tatiana Brown just scored her 1,000 points here tonight. An amazing accomplishment, like we've been saying, and we're just extremely proud of her.
So proud. Quarter of this game. Air Academy making four threes in the last quarter. And Sofia Carbajal with 23 points so far. But then 3 fouls as well. And a huge wing three there from Bailey McGee, number 2. She's only 5'7", but she is a senior. She shoots the second most shots on this team and is definitely one of the key pieces that's taken Northridge to this point and gotten them that 16-8 record.
Absolutely. And Tatiana's just adding on to her score here. I'm sure she's looking. Kadet EL Plus 13.3 viewers. My name's Amaya, and I'm joined by Bryce. This is the CHSAA 5A state playoffs. We're here with Air Academy in their home gym as they face the Northridge Grizzlies.
Oh my goodness, Kinley Asp, a big layup there. Just breathing through like she's doing layup lines.
She's truly one of a kind player. I can't say enough about Kinley Asp either.
Yeah.
She's just amazing.
Coach Royko, I'm sure, very thankful to have her this season.
Absolutely.
You see her fight for that ball. Wow. Northridge is going to get it. Sofia Carbajal, no layup will go as she has Tati and Rama on her. And that'll be a foul on one of those two players. I believe Rama Kamash, who fouls now. Which is going to match Sofia Carbajal's 3 fouls as well. She is able to get that first free throw to go.
Number 14, Olivia Chura is going to check in for Rama Kamash. I'm sure Coach Royko is trying to wind down the clock a little bit and then get Rama Kamash in again here in the later part of the fourth. We just don't want her obviously fouling out. That is definitely not the goal.
Absolutely. They're missing that second free throw there. The score is 60-40. Kadet's up 20. As Adrina Nelson is not able to get a big three to go. Lydia Flowers keeps it in as Olivia Chura just makes an indirect pass there to Tatiana Brown.
We'll just call it a pass. You know what? That was definitely just a pass.
I could definitely see some intention in her eyes when she put that up.
For sure, for sure.
Sofia Carbajal looking for another. Oh my goodness. Over to Maya Burkholder. Sophia, no foul there, surprisingly.
Yeah, I
from
was
where
shocked,
we're sitting.
Loki.
But Lydia Flowers gets that ball back. Kinley Asp gonna kick it over again in the wing to Adrina Nelson. Lydia Flowers with another big wing three. That'll be collected by Bailey McGee. Yeah, speaking of Rama's 3 personal fouls, that is definitely something that Coach Royko is going to be very careful of. She is one of the players that did foul out last year in playoffs.
Right.
And that is, wow, a big steal there. Just takes it right out of Sofia Carbajal's hands, Lydia Flowers. A big skip pass to the corner on Kinley Asp, who almost makes that 3 with a sidestep. This will be Northridge's ball after a deflection. into our Air Academy cheerleaders.
Number 4, from Northridge, Lillian Schneidel is going to check out of this game. As I believe number 14, Samantha Jackson, is going to check in for her.
Tatiana Brown also hitting the bench. That may be the last time we see her play this game, folks, depending on what that score continues to look like. But again, just to reiterate, she did hit 1,000 career points tonight, which is insanely impressive. And I think that'll be an offensive foul, it looks like.
It will be.
On Sophia Carbajal.
I'm sure she's not happy about that call because she has been getting most of these calls down low when she's driving against our girls. So I'm sure Coach Beck and Sophia is not very happy about that call. But you know what?
Absolutely.
The
and that'll
refs will
put her
call how they see it.
Yeah, and that'll put her at 4 as well, which means she's 1 away from being ejected from this game. Not ejected, but benched.
No, right. And like we've said earlier, Sophia is the leader for stats of her team for 6 things: points per game, field goal percentage, rebound, steals, blocks, and free throw percentage. So obviously her getting out of this game for the Grizzlies is not ideal, but it's definitely a possibility here in the 4th.
Yeah. And I just wonder if Coach Beck will keep her in the whole time. After a lot of disaster there down in the paint, we see Lydia Flowers at the free throw line, shooting 2. She did miss the first one. Kadet's up 22 right now.
Right, number 3, Grace Mooney checking into the game for number 5, Audrina Nelson.
That second free throw, just an in and out there in the rim. Sophia Carbajal still trying to drive. Clearly not turning down that aggression very much, but a big 3 there from Maya Burkholder, number 11. And her sister, I believe, is on the team as well. And Maya is a junior. Around 5'9".
This game has been absolutely electric here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us so much, whether you're watching from our KRDO plus 13.3 viewers or our YouTube page. We just want to give a special shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting our program and everything that we do. We appreciate you guys so much.
Absolutely, and you can hear a lot of that electricity from our student section actually faced a lot of ejections these past few games.
They have.
The Air Academy staff has gotten a lot tighter on the sportsmanship aspect of how our fans are acting, right? I've seen probably 6 or 7 firsthand these past few games.
For sure, and I know when we go to the Denver Coliseum, we had a lot more staff there last year, and I'm sure as it's looking like you're winding down in the 4th quarter with about 4 minutes here to go, it looks like the Cadets might secure this victory here, and they have it in the bag as Kinley Ash goes to drive, and of course she gets that one to fall, but as we were saying about the student section, there's going to be a lot of security there at the Denver Coliseum as well, but one thing about our Cadets is that we're going to show up and show out. And it's going to be really fun to see if we can, in fact, punch this ticket to the Elite 8.
Absolutely. Sophia Carbajal, the big 2 there. Kadet's only leading right now by 19. So it is still a close game, relatively speaking, but there are only 3 minutes left in this 3rd round of CHSAA 5A girls basketball playoffs here at the Kadet gym tonight, folks. Lydia trying to drive through traffic, can't get a foul off there as well. Yeah. And a big 3 that won't go from number 2, Bailey McGeen for Northridge. Just 3 minutes left in this game, folks.
Last game against Grand Junction, Coach Roika was very calm and cool and collected. In fact, we saw him sitting down most of the time, which was very uncharacteristic of him, but this game, he was walking up. Absolutely appreciate.
You can definitely see it after fouls like that. That is going to be Sofia Carvajal's 5th. And so I am curious as to why she is still standing on the court right now, but it looks like she'll be out, folks.
Man.
You can see some tears from her there.
Wow, what an incredible player. I just want to give a huge shout out to her. She absolutely played her heart out here
She's
tonight.
been killing it tonight. Yeah.
She's just...
I believe she has over 25 points.
She's incredible.
Maybe 30 plus. And
definitely the leading scorer tonight for their team.
Yeah, 100%. But just a super emotional night all around in this gym.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of happiness. Even though she's still a sophomore, likely her last, the seniors on her team. Yeah, 2 of which started, and so you know that they're definitely very influential.
Absolutely.
Kinley Asp right away with a huge corner 3.
Looking down here at the table, it looks like Coach Royko's going to put in some of his bench players here tonight.
Yep.
A lot of them are freshmen, and they do, I would like to say, lack that playoff experience, but I'm sure Coach Royko is going to get them that experience here tonight so they will be ready when we go to the Coliseum.
And goodness gracious, as those players check in, a huge block. And these seniors looks like will be out for the rest of the night, folks. This is their last home game ever playing on this court before we do see them in the Coliseum. Wow, just what a night.
I know. I was just about to say that too.
It is, oh my goodness, and a huge 3 from Clementine Darnell there. Who's a 5'3" sophomore. But wow, and then yeah, you saw just a few moments ago as well, Rama Kamash, before getting subbed out, answered that big block that Sofia Carvajal had earlier with one of her own, almost in the exact same spot on the
And like you mentioned earlier, basketball is an emotional game.
Hugely.
I just love basketball so much because you can absolutely see the passion and just everyone's expressions on the court, and we're just so lucky to be able to be almost journalists and see this outside lens of the game and be able to tell this story for you all. And this story is looking like the Kadets are in fact going to go to the Coliseum to compete for the Elite 8 for the 2nd year in a row, which is going to be so incredible, and we are just so lucky to have this opportunity to share this moment with you guys.
I definitely feel honored to be able to be here, Maya.
Me too.
And yeah, we see most likely Northridge's chapter of their 2024-25 season coming to a close, but they did still have a very good season, making it to the Sweet 16 with a 16-9 record. It will be after this game.
Likely, again, they did have a first-round bye, and they defeated Canyon City in the 2nd round, 51-47. So it's not like this was a complete dump for them. They had a lot of success here in this playoff run, but unfortunately the Kadets are just too strong, too experienced, and too talented.
Absolutely. Wow.
Wow.
Naomi Johnson there with a layup. She is a freshman as well. Like we mentioned, her younger sister actually sang the national anthem on her last round of playoffs here at home, but I mean, she's definitely a player that you years.
For sure, her and other players like Landry Frost, Madeline Winnett, Maddie Poole. There's just so many people on this bench here. Kyla Frame.
Right.
As we actually see Madeline
many of which
Poole
are checking in.
Caitlin Barkley, sorry, I forgot her last name there for a second. And Beats Dickinson, number 33, checking in. Landry Frost is checking in.
This team now, I think, entirely freshmen, yes, for the Kadets?
I believe Madeline Poole is a sophomore.
Okay.
But still, younger rotation here for the Kadets.
Great to see.
Like
and we see another freshman, I think, checking in.
Number 14, Kyla Frame is looking to check in here soon.
That'll be a jump ball.
It'll be interesting to see for who.
Northridge, the score being...
Northridge bench, I am seeing some tears. I mean, I've been there. It hurts to lose games, but especially games of this. I am seeing some tears. I mean, I've been there. It hurts to lose games, but especially games of this status and
absolutely
like the reward factor of going to the Elite 8. You know, I understand. I understand the emotions, and I understand what they're feeling.
Absolutely. And as soon as this game is over, folks, we will toss to a break. But like we said, right after that, we will be back with interviews and a lot of good post-game content that you will not want to miss here on Kadet Sports TV for the last basketball game that we will stream this season. And that doesn't mean that there won't be more games to come, whether that's lacrosse, soccer, anything like that. We do encourage you to stick around and check out some of our other sports because we do put just as much time, energy, and effort into those as much as we do this.
100%. Oh.
And we see a technical free throw here.
Interesting. Wow.
I'm actually not sure when that tech happened or what that was
I was just about
for.
to say, I have no idea where that technical free throw came from, but it's a great opportunity here for number 21, Caitlin Markley.
To get her first
there
points.
We go!
Wow.
Good for her, man. Good for her.
And I believe those are her first varsity points this season, most likely, but points on a varsity team this season, so that's great to see for her, especially off of a technical free throw.
Right.
And awesome to see players that we just haven't seen on the court nearly all night getting a few minutes here as this game does begin to wrap up.
We've got about 30 seconds left here in the fourth.
Northridge looking to cut this lead to 20 as this game wraps up. Kadet student section chanting, and I believe that we have won chant there. That'll be a foul.
That's going to be on number 4, Landry Frost.
Right.
I mean, if I'm a freshman checking in to this team with the circumstances that are occurring here tonight, I mean, if I want stats, a foul's not a bad way to get them.
Yeah, exactly. Any press is good press, right?
Absolutely.
Let me see. Another free throw here for Northridge. We're going to give him 49. She will actually shoot 3, it looks like.
We've got about 14 seconds here to go in the fourth. Looks like there was a violation there at the free throw line.
It'll either way be Kadet's ball with 10 seconds left to go here in the third round of 5A Shasta State playoffs, folks. Landry Frost looking to make something happen. And Northridge, number 4, Lillian Schindel will step out. She is the other senior on this team. One second on the clock. And tears all around.
She was right there.
What a game, folks. We are going to toss to break, a 30-second break real quick. Please do stick around. We will be back with post-game interviews and a lot of content for you. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Hey, Ryan. What are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Welcome back to Kadet Sports TV. My name's Amaya and this is Bryce, and we have just finished watching the Sweet 16 game here for Air Academy in the Shasta 5A State playoffs against the Northridge Grizzlies. The final score was 70-48 here.
Very, very impressive. We are getting ready to send it down. Just fantastic, folks. And we are going to kick it down now to our very own Sophia Maddox for a post-game interview with Air Academy coach Royko. Sophia, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the Air Academy sideline Coach, congrats on that win, making you guys still undefeated. How does it make you feel that your girls seem to play even better under pressure?
Yeah, well, we played a better second half for sure, and you know, I thought Northridge really played a 16. Their post player inside, and she's special. She's gonna. Did what we had to. Starts with our defense. Both we got our 1,000 point tonight, so we don't have to worry about. And thank you guys for the whole year. You guys have been awesome. And now it's time to cut down the net. We're going to cut down the net. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Congrats again, and good luck on the rest of the postseason. Of course. It's so amazing to see our Kadets going up to Denver undefeated. Hopefully their goal for state is achieved. From the Air Academy sideline, I'm Sophia Maddox. Stay classy, Colorado.
All righty. Thank you, Sophia. And we do have a little bit more time. Hopefully stick around as we are able to get some of that footage like Coach Royko talked about. We'll be cutting down the net, folks, and we are going to kick it once again down to our very own Samuel Stubing with our player of the game, Tatiana Brown. Sam, take it away.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Tatiana Brown, who just got her 1,000th point. Congratulations. How does it feel joining Tim Kinley with that 1,000 points and combined 4?
It just feels super nice. You know, my team is really supportive, and like this is the best year, like the best connections we ever had. So like celebrating with them was just super fun, and I can't believe I'm on team 1,000. That's fun.
Congratulations and good luck for the rest of the playoffs. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much, Sam. And one word to describe Tatiana Brown is humble. Like her mom had said last game against Grand Junction when we interviewed her, she's just an incredible human being.
Oh, yeah.
Incredibly unselfish player. She obviously is not seen dribbling the ball up the court. Obviously, that's not her role. But when she does
very easy to say that it's just been an honor to be here and experience this and be able to, yeah, like you said, Amaya, just tell this story of who the Air Academy Kadets are and to be able to see and be part of and just everything with such an amazing team.
Right.
And you can see on the left side of the court there, one of the managers beginning to start the tradition of cutting down our home net.
That right there is Tasia Brown, and she is Tatiana's little sister. She has been playing basketball for a little bit, but this year she took a back seat and let Tatiana have her moment. And I can speak personally, Tasia is just so amazing, and I'm so glad I've gotten to know her this past year.
Absolutely. This tradition of cutting nets after the last home game is something that you see in a lot of high school basketball, but definitely going to be a very special moment for this team, and super emotional all around, like we mentioned. It was just, I mean, so nice.
And
yeah.
Just brings back a lot of emotions for me. I'm just really happy to be a part of this team and a program that cares about their girls so much.
Absolutely. And I was even able to hang that net up myself about halfway through this season when the old one broke. But yeah, I mean, this was just such an honor. And seriously, the Northridge Grizzlies did such an amazing job tonight. Fantastic basketball from both teams and great energy all around from the pep band, from our cheerleaders, and everybody that made tonight possible. We just thank you. We want to thank you to KRDO Plus 13.3 for allowing us to have a platform.
Absolutely.
Especially after the bit of technical difficulty that we've had the past few days, trying to figure out somewhere to be able to stream this game and then future games as well. But yeah, this net cutting and everything that this team's been able to go through and experience this season is just so special.
Right, and not only this season, but over the past 4 years at least, when I've been here and when you've been here, obviously, because we're both seniors. And we've experienced as a team a lot, and you and I have obviously seen a lot of the behind the scenes of what has happened over the past 4 years, and it's safe to say it's not been an easy journey for these girls by any means.
Yeah.
But the way they've been able to fight through this is just so inspiring to watch, and I get chills even talking about it. Like, I'm just so incredibly proud of our girls.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. And to be able to do that in such an amazing school, too. Air Academy, I mean, like you said, we're both seniors. This is our last year, but Air Academy is such an amazing place to be and to have the honor to go to. We see a lot of just kind of the end of an era this year. Right. I think this is going to be, and I have a lot of hope for our future, the future of the girls basketball.
Shout out to Grace Mooney, who is cutting down the net as we speak. She is a part of our crew here at Kadet Sports TV. And she
Absolutely.
Obviously, she can't be helping out with the live streams while she's playing, but she does a lot of the behind-the-scenes work that a lot of people don't see. So I just want to give a special shout out to her for being able to balance all of that.
And everybody else behind the scenes of the program. It's just fantastic. Lydia Flowers as well is one of the other behind-the-scenes characters that you see as well for our Air Academy broadcasting and journalism program that we have here. But Audrina Nelson, we see the start of the starters begin to cut down this net. She takes a piece of the top there. I believe we'll end with the coaches, but I just can't say enough about this moment. It's so special as Olivia Chura goes up as well, number 14, also a senior.
This year, Air Academy sports and just Air Academy in general have had so many wins. Our boys soccer program recently won state, which is just absolutely incredible. And our girls cross-country program was, I believe, the runner-up for state this year. And our own Olivia Chura was on that team. And it's just been so incredible to be a part of this process with everybody. I know I keep saying that, but it truly is. As Tatiana Brown, our player of the game, is going to step up and take some shots. Her mom is already there with the camera. Man, if you guys can't see when the camera shifts from court to court, Tatiana's parents are always at the top with big posters, big signs, and they've just been her biggest support here the past 4 years, and they haven't changed. They've always been
Absolutely. I cannot tell you a game that I've been to where they weren't there. And speaking as well, just about some of our other sports, I mean, our girls cross-country team these past few years has been incredible. In 2023, we have a banner. They won national. I believe they placed second at nationals, which is super impressive. And then, as well, one of the players on actually the boys varsity basketball team this year, Turner Grow, scored one of the game-winning goals in playoffs that helped the boys soccer team win the state championship as well. For I believe 5A. For soccer. But see Lydia Flowers going up as well. You can see a good angle there of her blue hair, which she did reveal was done by her little sister, who is also here tonight. And so you just see so much family and so much community that is built not only by blood, but just definitely by the connections that Coach Royko and everybody involved in this team has helped to make, including one of the coaches that you see up at the net here as well, helping to cut it. Now that we've been through all the players, the coaches will cut this net.
I just want to say Coach James is actually...
Alrighty, and it looks like I will be taking over for just a second as our other commentator, Maya, is going to go over to help cut that net, folks. So you will be able to see her going up there as Coach Kana just took her piece. But here comes Maya Darnell-Wilson, who was your other commentator tonight. Her and I are both seniors, so this is her last year. She was a basketball player and then a manager as well. And taking her piece in that, just fantastic to be able to see her do that and be such a part of something so special these past few years, like we try to just keep reiterating. And here's Coach Phil Royko, the varsity head coach, is going to finish the cutting of this net that I did put up myself, so I don't quite appreciate that very much, but it's okay. And Coach Royko, he's going to swing that around his head, folks. With that, we see all the players there gather for a huddle. Again, it's just me now, but scooch over a little bit. Guys, we want to thank you so much for being a part of something so special. This is the last Air Academy basketball game that I'll ever get to commentate, but the last game for the 2024-25 season, as Amaya joins me once again. But we just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you to the girls basketball team for making it this far and just take us all the way. Guys, thank you so much. Again, my name is Bryce Koss.
My name is Amaya Wilson-Damerald. Thank you so much, guys.
Y'all take care. Have a great night, folks. Thank you.